thinking about these enemies. These are very weak enemies. I mean, we're so much stronger than them already. The question is Russell going to be strong enough to overcome himself? Who uses knives? I'm not really sure who uses knives. Let's just get the wand, because it's type 2, or maybe we shouldn't get type 2. Dozing bow? Yeah, we have that. Throwing knife? Really, who's the throwing knife for? I don't know. We'll get an anger bracelet, though. We'll get anger earrings, too. Well, actually, what do these do? They raise attack? Yeah, they raise attack. Or something like that. And rifle? Should we? I'll get it. Gift for Gardenia. I like Gardenia. So I suppose that these Incarnarers must have they must have undergone some kind of... They must have already ate those shiitake mushrooms. Thank you for visiting, customer. Welcome to the Incarnation Market. You're a nerd... Yeah, okay. See, because that guy talks normally, unlike the other one, so that must be what it is. They have taken some of the... Man, there's so many edamamais around. It must symbolize his increasing guilt, his awareness that people are watching him. Oh, God. I don't like the looks of this one bit. This world is your mind. Your guilt brings ugly distortion to this world. Oh. Should I have not been seeking out guilty things? But isn't that the whole point, though? I don't want to... Yeah, they give me a bad feeling, too. But it's all about your guilt, because it's like they're watching you, you know? It's like the judgmental eyes of the world watching you. I don't like this. I really don't like this. I wish this wasn't happening. Yumi? Do you have anything to say, Yumi? Anything comforting? If it ain't Russell and Dr. Cantera. What's up? Oh, going to Dragon's Peak. Can't say I know much about that place myself. Nothing to worry about if you got Dr. Cantera with you, though. You have a good look-see here. You know, I'm gonna... What I think's gonna happen is things are gonna get worse, but maybe, just maybe, there'll be some way to get a good ending out of this. Oh, jeez. Look at all the signs. I don't even want to say what they look like, but they're... Oh, well. At least her house is still shaped like a big old bean. Yeah. Oh, Russell. Morning. Today is when Dad said he'd be back from his trip. I've been waiting since last night. But he's still not here. Why do you think? Maybe his flight is late? I'm gonna wait a little longer. Like the mayor said the other day, haste makes waste. Can you... Oh! It's another one, huh? It's the double we saw the other day. Oh, Russell, you here for something? Oh, I see. Better get into the usual mood. Give me a sec. See, she's already perked up again. That's not healthy. She kind of forced herself through this. So, yeah, totally get one of these. These are good. Your healthy carrot salads, Gardenia, they're the best. I'll get a turnip salad. Or no, I'll get turnip salad. No, I mean, probably waste of money on that one. Okay, thanks. Now that I look at it, oh, she is. I can't tell. She looks like she's rubbing her eyes, not because she's sad, but because she's tired. Am I being too optimistic? Maybe. Oh, Russell, you here for something? Oh, we all know that this is what it's gonna come to. Is she still waiting for her dad? He's not gonna come back. I mean, Russell, this is your world, right? A dream world where everything's been made to your convenience. You definitely won't let Gardenia and her dad reunite. You'll remember that birthday. In that case, you might as well tell her yourself that there's no point in waiting. If you even feel guilty, that is. Well, I see it's a challenge. Like, if we feel guilty, we have to go tell her that she'll never see her dad again. Although, ironically, it's not because... The reason she's not going to see her dad is mainly because... Or it's not... The reason she's not going to see her dad is not because her father is dead and she won't get to see her. It's because her dad, as far as we know, is alive and his daughter is dead. And it's because of Russell. It's because of Russell. Dad's still not here. Dad said he'd be coming home today. He's still taking his time, huh? Gardenia, your dad's not coming home. Why? How can you say that for sure? Russell, do you know something maybe? Did something happen to Dad? Huh? What was I doing here? Oh, Russell, morning. What's wrong? You look kinda pale. Oh, I get it. Let's see. You haven't had breakfast, right? That's no good, you have to eat. Let's eat lots and seize the day. Woo, go! Hey, Russell, you remember that compass the informant gave us when we were looking for a frying pan? See, there are actually a number of other compasses, and just as many secret doors in the world. That really gets your collecting spirit going, doesn't it? The thrill, the romance. Oh. She's nice. Huh, you really told her. I'm surprised. Thought you didn't have a smidgen of guilt. Well, who cares? What do you want? Nothing. Oh, I see. Okay, bye-bye. Huh. I think it's strange. I mean, I thought our goal was to begin feeling guilt. I didn't realize it'd destroy our town, even begin causing the fences to break. Oh, maybe in the end this fence will break all the way and the monster will go through it and then we'll have to fight the monster? Maybe? Or is that too predictable? I can't decide if this game is really unpredictable or if it's predictable. I can't decide. Also, I don't think I've used these teleport things even once. Hello, Russell. Do you feel welcome to DreamSend Guidance HD, Brants? No. Oh, really? I'll be waiting right here, okay? This company, this guidance company, they're these shadowy eyeball people who keep popping up have to do with them, don't they? I think they do, yeah. Thank you for earlier. That monster greatly resembled our mother. That made me all the more curious. Burial of the dead. It heals the dead one's soul, yes, but also the souls of those left. Perhaps, though saying it was for the townspeople, I did that for my own peace of mind. Very philosophical. At least the interior of the church is still pretty. You know, in that minimalistic, cartoony kind of way. Even if there's blood splattered on walls now. A lot of part of this seems to be the breakdown of this traditional happy JRPG world. Well, the informant, I might not like you, but when you're going through hell, just keep going. It's like in Framboise, it's like, yeah. Hey, Russell, here to hear some valuable info about your happy dream? Alright. At the moment, I can tell you, this much I know. Actually, I'm curious, is there any more details about the church fire? Like, were we going to church and then Russell did that? Or did he start going to a different church after he burned down this one? I suppose that he must have some sense of guilt if he would do that. Ah, the fire! It was on the outskirts, sure, but it's a miracle no one found out. Maybe since it was a moonless night. You didn't believe in any god for a second, did you? And yet you went to church. Do you even know why? It was to meet the mother of those siblings, surely. She was kind and warm. Like a real goddess, she was. That's exactly why you envied those two. The nicer these people were, the deeper your hate got. Repentance isn't the same as an indulgence, Russell. It's too late to say anything now. Well, that's the end of that story. Come again now. I'll be waiting for you here. Oh, well, so there was some motive, and he never believed in God. It's strange, I thought the game would set up Russell as like a sociopath who's a very bad guy who he would not have any sympathy for. But then, over time, we would see there was something sympathetic about him. Instead, it's almost becoming... they're trying to crush all possibility of there having been anything sympathetic about him. How strange. In any case, I guess we should probably go to Dragon's Peak already, huh? I guess so. I mean, we've been doing all this stuff to get ready to go. All this stuff getting ready. Well, Cantera. Oh, you're fainted. That's not good. Let's go stay at the inn up in Darkover. Then you'll be good as new. But first, actually, let's get what other people are going to be in our party. Oh, there's another one of those happy faces. Oh. I like the amount of attention they have. You just can walk up to things and look at them like that. Oh. Is even this place worse? Yeah, it's a bit worse. Card is stuck in a ruined cake. Your anger turns to flame. Light the extinguished candles. Happy birthday, Russell. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh man. It's once again surreal to have these increasingly scary environments that are still populated by basically friendly characters. Well, Gardenia, you're a good girl, Gardenia. Of course you're going to be in our party. You need Gardenia. We'll go Cody too. Or maybe before the boss battle is when we're going to need to go get Dogma. Alright, now guys. So, what do we have? We're gonna... oh, no. You're gonna get the tough frying pan, even though we went through all that trouble to get the round frying pan. You're gonna wear the anger earrings, and, let's see. What's more important, raising attack or raising defense? I'd say defense for her. Toadie, in her character portrait, looks kind of concerned, doesn't she? I'm already nostalgic for those days back when it didn't look like this. Are we gonna go down here and light the candles? I guess so. Oh god, we just gotta avoid attacks. They seem to follow a set route anyway, so it's not a big deal. Oh, well, this time the set route is around the candle, but that's fine! Yes. At this point, the present enemies, if we encountered them, would only be a nuisance anyway. Your guilt level is 30. Does your heart ache? Your guilt level is 30. You know what? Maybe I'll come back here later. Yeah, I'll come back later. Let's go to Dragon's Peak already. I know I could teleport there, but at this point I think it'd be faster just to climb up the light path. Don't tell me even Dragon's Peak's gonna look worse now. Yeah, it looks about how I remembered it. Very, Japanese-themed area. A lot of JRPGs have one of those sooner or later. Up ahead is a shop of medicines exclusively for Draken. Useless to humans, surely. If humans drink this medicine, they may be poisoned, at worst die. All manner of messy things. So please desist. Well, I'm curious. You got me curious now. And oh, we're at the top of the cliffs. Look at this view. I know that this is super simplistic artwork. It's just outlined with color in them, but I still like it. It has a certain charm. Go inside the well? Are you yeah. This seems so random and crazy. Why are we doing this? What are we gonna find down here? Why did we do this? What? Why? Well, maybe there'll be something down here at a later point. Oddly, I feel like we're climbing faster than we descended. Well, I understand that. I would be nervous descending a rope down a precipitous ledge myself. Oh, hey. I think the dragon scroll would go into such a rage. Just what's going on? Oh, you shouldn't go into this warehouse right now. The dragon inside the dragon scroll's been running it rampant lately. Oh? The dragon scroll, you say? That's an artifact brought from afar, is it not? No doubt a quality item. Yes, deeply intriguing. Could we take a look inside? We're even listening. Take a look, he says. Don't say I didn't warn you. Well, all right. There are various blockades in the warehouse, so getting to the scroll might be difficult. Okay, well, that's the dungeon, isn't it? It's not a very big dungeon, unless it's much bigger on the inside than the outside, which given all the other weird stuff that's been going on, is very possible. Well, let's check out this place first, even if the medicine is only for drakens. Indeed, the best medicine, or the medicine here is best in the world, yeah. It perfectly addressed my terrible susceptibility to the cold. We're up in the mountains, so when it's cold, I get very chilly. I need a hot water bottle for bed. No, if it isn't Cantera! Welcome, welcome. Your medicine's alright, sure, but our medicine is just as effective. No use to humans, though. In particular, the Yamabasho that only grows around here makes very good medicine, though touching it can cause hallucinations. Maybe somehow we'll get that flower at the bottom of the well later on, and we'll bring it to that one cat. Posters for medicines. Yeah. There's a disturbing notice that says, if humans use our medicine, they can die. As friendly as this is, there is this kind of creepy undertone to it, isn't there? Yeah. Those eyeballs, those edamame eyes, they were there even from day one, just not quite in as conspicuous of locations. Oh ho! Are you a human? You seem somehow different from the other humans who wander around here. We are known as Deliver You. To deliver things on our proud wings is our hobby, our talent, our life. However, the Draken here don't have us deliver anything. Because to them, dragons are symbols of worship. Being respected is alright, but I'd love to fly somewhere and do deliveries sometimes. You know, we should probably bring our compasses to that one old woman's place, shouldn't we? Oh! Okay, so this is where Deliver You is, where he's from, huh? Hello, Deliver You. I thought his name was Deliver You, though, but it says the name of his species? Or his race or caste or whatever? Kind of strange. It's kind of like if my name was human. But it's not, of course. It's Mackerel Phones. I should probably focus on what I'm buying. You know, I've called them up. I don't want to call them up about this and just trouble them for nothing. There. Now I have plenty for that one side quest. We'll go to that side quest maybe tomorrow. Or I don't know, should I risk that? What if it's not available tomorrow? It'll be available. You know what? I can just check the guide about that. And then I'll know for sure, and I won't risk screwing that up. Get all these. Get all the trial pills. Get all those things. Well, we don't really need a lot of those, do we? We don't really need a lot of those. Just get some more standard pills. Yeah, good. I feel like I'm an Okage Shadow King again, buying so many nuts. In that game, the healing items were nuts. In this game, the nuts are currency. Just goes to show how one culture's money is another culture's medicine. I don't know. Not sure where I was going with that one. Oh! It's very Japanese and very much is a warehouse. Nothing eye-catching. Okay. I bet there's gonna be nothing eye-catching on any of these shows. Oh, what's this one say? This is the first blockade. Rely upon the things he said to open the path forward. What? According to what I heard from him, I can say that Grandfather was a clever man indeed. He deeply respected Grandfather. That is why he was incapable of watching wise old grandfather grow old and senile. Grandfather, your mouth is open. Your mouth that once spun such wisdom. Now it only hangs open. Aging is pretty terrifying, but I'm convinced they're going to cure Alzheimer's within my lifetime, or at least figure out how to prevent it. According to what I heard from him, I can say that grandfather was a fantastic maker of medicine. However, grandfather himself had a most troubling chronic illness. As such, he always had to produce his own medication for it. Grandfather, have you forgotten the ways of medicine making you once taught? Now it appears he is more knowledgeable. What? Ah! Once again, if Russell's supposed to be an American, why is he remembering a funerary framed photograph with the black ribbon on it like they do in Japan? I mean, I understand this is a themed area, but whatever. Obviously, there's no doubt at this point. There's no doubt that, he was just a weeaboo. There's no shame in that. Well, maybe there is. I mean, to me, the, oh, it's water type. I figured it would be fire type since this is dragon themed. Okay, I might as well attack it then. Let's see. Yeah, these are all sort of support abilities. Well, I still want her to get some EXP. I ran away before I saw their faces. That's what he said, fearfully. So he didn't know the face they would be remembered by. Oh, I get it. The frame is blank because after Russell killed them, he didn't want to see their face. There are bottles labeled chronic medication. Take one of the bottles? Yeah. According to what I heard from him, grandfather loved manju. In spite of age or days, he lacked appetite. If offered manju, he would happily eat it. That is what I heard. That is why, as he said, to see grandfather's beaming face day after day, he went down the mountain to the confectionery. Ah, it's almost time for supper. On what shelf did I place it again? Grandfather, you're hungry, aren't you? It's nearly time for supper. This sounds just like... Aha, it's nothing at all. Don't concern yourself. It sounds like your grandfather, doesn't it? Once again, all of our sort of powers that Russell gets are different emotions. So we need to go find the manju, huh? I've eaten manju before. Personally, I think I might prefer mochi, but... Snow compass, huh? Lots of paper bags with unique smells and old scrolls. In any case, I don't think there's any shame in being a weeaboo. Unless that is, weeaboo implies that you, these are interesting looking. Unless weeaboo implies that you don't really have an accurate understanding of, like, or try to have an accurate understanding of Japanese things, and rather you're just sort of, yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I meant to do. I thought it was his holy attack. Let's use this one. Look, what I'm trying to get at here, okay? Let's see, lower enemy defense. What I'm trying to get at here is that there's nothing wrong being interested in any other culture, Japanese or otherwise, as long as you're actually interested in understanding it, not just having like a superficial, cartoonish, and largely disrespectful way of viewing it. That's the idea I wanted to get at. To really appreciate and respect the genuine thing, and not a bastardized form of it. I can hear the voices of those I killed. That's what he said fearfully, even though the dead have no mouths. Oh, did Russell meet another killer? Maybe. So we need to find manju. Well, we looked on all those shelves. Locked wooden boxes, all dusty. Nothing eye-catching. We got the tatami mats, these vases. Very Japanese. What? How the heck did that happen? The lid on the wooden box is slightly open from falling off the shelf. Inside the box is a bag of manju labeled House of Draken. The Draken manju. Oh! Oh, an eyeless Jizo. Oh, I get it, the statues are Jizo, I guess? Sure. Strike hard on the Kuchinashi. Is Kuchinashi like a yokai or something from Japanese folklore? 'Cause I've never heard of that one. Yeah, ice damage. And, you can, Gardenia, attack the Kuchinashi. Cody? What do you do, Cody? Hull Flame. Kuchinashi. Eyeless Jizo. Those eyeless Jizo is pretty frightening looking. Is it eyeless to somehow be suggestive of the way that Russell saw all of his victims as being faceless, as not being people? Maybe. It's definitely true that, you know, the eyes are an important part of the identity, of seeing who you are. So maybe if he didn't look them in the eyes and never looked at their eyes, never looked at their faces, he somehow was able to not feel guilt, and he did it out of this sort of bitterness, this sort of horrible glee that he took in the whole thing. I suppose. Maybe his life could have been fun and happy like this if he hadn't had whatever this problem was that he had. A wise-looking dragon is looking this way. Well, why would I give it the medication? Give it the manju! It's looking at the manju with interest, but seems we'll need it like this. Okay, I guess I have to give it the medication. What? I'll talk to these older-looking statues. Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll have to talk to this one. According to what I heard from him, I can say that as grandfather aged, he would no longer take his medication. However, if medicine were slipped into his Draken manju, that was different. Grandfather gladly ate the medicine-filled manju. Grandfather, that is the last manju. Please, savor the flavor a little more. Does it taste the same as always? Ah, I see. Ah, grandfather. He was at his wit's end. That is why it was the last manju. May the taste of poison be sweet for you. Yeah, this is just going to be like the story of what happened to Kometa's grandfather, isn't it? According to what I heard from him, I can say that grandfather was a fantastic maker of medicine. However, grandfather himself had a most troubling chronic illness. As such, he always had to produce his own medication for it. Grandfather, have you forgotten the ways of medicine making that you once taught? Now it appears he is more knowledgeable. I bet you that he is Cantera there. Cantera might be smiling serenely, but well, there's something. It's not like that under the surface. According to what I heard from him, I can say that grandfather was a clever man indeed. He deeply respected grandfather. That is why he was incapable of watching wise old grandfather grow old and senile. Grandfather, your mouth is open. Your mouth that once spun such wisdom. Now it only hangs open. Your face is particularly odd-looking. Yeah, he would. Okay, so you really don't have anything new to say. Okay. So, do we have to put together the items in our inventory, or can we just give the dragon these things now? Yeah. Here, okay. Well, here's what we're gonna have to do. Where are those items? Draken manju. Yes, and where's the death medicine? I suppose that sooner or later we all have to die. Does this mean they sort of put him down? Maybe? Oh. Human euthanasia is a difficult thing to talk about, but I don't know. I think there's justification sometimes. For this dragon, I'm not so sure. But what can we say? This is the influence of... Well, I'd say it's the influence of the curse of the dragon who escaped the scroll, but it's really Russell's mind. And then he ran away. Happily ever after. Happily ever after. This place is creepy. You know, let's change who we have with us, though. We need to do that. You know, we need to do that. Okay, back through this door. Yeah, as I half suspected, this is not going to be an ordinary warehouse. Can we talk to you? Do I have to talk to you from the front? I guess not. And what happened after that? Where did he escape to? I suppose he escaped to the nameless town. And then he met you. And what happened after that? And what did you do to him? Perhaps Russell was friends with an old Japanese man, and he ended up poisoning him? By poisoning the manju, and that would explain why Russell knows so much about Japan anyway. Yeah, let's rest here on the pier. Wait, it's only you. Oh, there are the others. You know, in a different context, a day at the pier might be pretty fun, pretty interesting. Oh, Cody, the dragon scroll. I don't know much about antiques, but is it some rare item? But if it's running rampant, does that mean the scroll is cursed? Boy, antiques are scary. Sometimes when they get old enough, they become, those object spirits. I forget quite what they're called. Dragon scroll. Dragons are kinda different in the East, aren't they? Wait, hold on. Do theirs not have wings? I'm kinda fuzzy on the details. It's funny that you're fuzzy about this. I mean, Tabasa sounds just about as Eastern of a name as you can get. Well, I guess we can't look around, stray too far from the balloon. This is probably pretty hard for you, isn't it? But we're gonna get through this. At least, I hope so. To be honest, I'm not really sure myself. I don't really know what's going on here or where we're gonna end up. I know where we've been, but not where we're going. But based on where we've been, I doubt it's anywhere good. But maybe that's the whole point of this, to turn all that around and make something positive. At least something essentially positive, in some aspect, out of all of this ruin. But who knows? Maybe that's impossible. Maybe we've gone beyond the point of no return. At least, that would probably explain why they're conducting this experiment on me, huh? I don't know. Oh, but I shouldn't project onto you. Because it's not necessary, since you are me. But you don't know that you're me. Or an aspect of me. Or kind of, you're like a memory, actually, that is inside me, but oddly enough, I suppose you do seem to have your own personality and your own emotions, and all of you do, even if you're just figments of this drug-induced dream. Does that make your emotions and your beliefs any less real than they are? I don't know. Anyway, let's talk. This place. Sometimes, less is more. In traditional Chinese poetry, for example, there was this long-held belief that the less you said about your emotions and specifics in the poem, the more emotional the poem was. There's probably a name for that kind of principle, but I don't really know it. Well, these two venerable old statues are still here, still with their heads uncracked. This is the second blockade. If you seek the path of the dragon, bring proof of the act you did upon him. Okay. Well, I'll go. Oh, the statues are back. They're going to tell us more things that, our medicine-making friend would prefer not to hear. Well, what kind of proof could we bring back, you think? You have anything new to say? Okay. Thanks for sharing. I really appreciate that. But can we get something from it? That's not a noise I like very much. Look, guys, what do I do? Oh? Now where are you going? Wherever you go, there's no escape. Hear him out once more, and the way will surely open. Oh? Now where are you going? You could go there, but there's nothing. Hear him out once more, and the way will surely open. Wait, huh? Are you, is that the guy who sells things at inflated prices? Yeah, it is! Hey, buddy, good to see ya! Looks like a pretty Eastern-style dream today. Impressed you got knowledge about such an obscure place. You sure know stuff for your age. I don't know, Japan is hardly obscure. So, let's get right to it. Today's item is an accessory called Arvoid Branch. Equip this and you'll be jumping around dodging enemy attacks. I mean, probably. Right then, for one Arvoid Branch. How's 35 Walnut sound? We know the trick by now, Ray? To be honest, I'm disappointed in you thinking this would work on us. But don't say that. You won't even be taking hits. Ain't that amazing? Ain't it? Okay, I'll bring it down to 30. How about that? A real man would have to buy it now. Okay. Alright. Good doing business. Boy, buddy. Such a mature look. You know how to drive a bargain. Alright, here's the goods. Blessings in your dream ventures. Ah, great, that's great. I believed you'd buy it, buddy. I mean, it works, but it's pricey. Dreams dangerous enough to require this stuff are rare, even with Happy Dream. Hope to keep your patronage. You're a nice guy, Raymond, or you seem like it, even though you apparently work professionally by going into dreams of people who are having this experimental medicine used on them, which at best strikes me as kind of seedy. And I probably should have equipped that item, that Arvoid Branch, or whatever it was called, before this happened, but, well, already happened, so, you know, next battle. There's surely going to be plenty more where this came from. Yeah, just the statue now. It doesn't even matter how much of our MP we use right now, because really, we have that. Huh? I killed them, yet they stand at my bedside. That's what he said fearfully, even though the dead are here no longer. Oh wait, is that? Maybe that's Russell's perspective. He has hallucinations of the people at his bedside. Well, anyway, Russell, let's try equipping this. Would it be ornament? Yeah. From the Arvoid tree. If you say so. It'll significantly lower our mind, but Russell's a physical attacker anyway. Which is kind of ironic, since apparently he's kind of bright about some things. Kind of sad, he had so much potential. Which one's most important? I think I'll go with this one. It raises mind and defense. Now, we might as well equip everyone else with something. I feel like there's probably going to be some fire-type enemies here, because we're about to fight a dragon. Or a dragon scroll, at least. At least something like a dragon. How much We have plenty of HP. I can't tell if the enemies here are weaker or if I'm over-leveled or what, but... You. Do you remember his request? Have you forgotten his request? Hear him out once more, then you will surely remember. You. Did he not ask something of you? Did he not have you do something? What was that again? I've forgotten now. What was it? I guess we have to go talk to Kometa again, right? I'm pretty sure that you're him. Russell, you learned fast, so I assume you realize already what it is I did to Grandfather. Killing a person is even more quick and hollow than I thought. You'd understand, wouldn't you? Say, would you kill me? You're familiar, are you not? I've even had nightmares lately. I beg of you. I leave the means to your discretion. No one else is here? Look, I'm not gonna kill you, okay? The whole point of this is to make this kind of stuff not happen again. Okay? Look, let's not do this. Yeah. We're not gonna do this. One knife, one of him, one of you. One piece of evidence lacking. Lacking the red that stained this knife. That knife. So I guess it's a knife that Russell used to kill the old Japanese man that he was friends with. Is that it? A heavy knife with a dull glint. I suppose we're gonna need a bit of red paint to fool those statues? Because I'm not stabbing Cantera. I mean, unless you have to, but if you do, that's ridiculous. Of course you don't have to. I'm afraid I might. Okay. I should have known. I guess maybe Russell does regret, you know, killing somebody. And maybe, now that he's beginning to, I don't know, understand himself better, he'll feel bad if he tries doing it again? But I don't, well, I suppose that's the whole point, but what has he begun understanding about himself better? That he's not really good at getting emotions, that he's not very good at getting along with people, that he's lonely? Because these aren't exactly major kind of revelations. Ah, that's a good knife. Will you kill me with that, then? No. I see. Yes, you must be prepared. Look, dude, you make my medicines. I really need those things. I'm not just gonna... Okay, I see what this is gonna be, then. I've seen this sort of stuff in RPGs before. Okay, I've seen it, where, you know, somebody dies, and you lose all the things they were equipped with. Or they leave you. Like, there were a lot of those in Final Fantasy IV. The guys who made Final Fantasy IV probably never for a moment envisioned something like this would ultimately come of their game formula, did they? Russell, even if you are a psychopath, I hope that you can see this is so stupid. This guy is very helpful to you, okay? He's very helpful. He helps you. You would have been dead if it weren't for this guy and his herbal remedies. Well, your bloodlust doesn't exactly come from a place of rationality, does it? One knife, one of him, one of you. One piece of evidence lacking. Lacking. The red that stained this knife. Come, Russell, get a hold of yourself. What was that? You suddenly stared off into space. It's too soon for you to go senile. Oh? What's that blood-covered knife? What a dangerous item to carry. Ah well, enough dilly-dallying. Let's hurry to see that dragon scroll. I can't wait. Another fake out. Kind of? Well, I guess it's time to re-equip all those things. Let's see, you got... Oh! Wait. Yeah, the cooking apron is better than the leather vest! Must really be sturdy. Sturdy and comfy is pretty impressive. I'll give you the actually, I'll give you the rosary. It might not make you specifically stronger against fire attacks, but... Huh. Let's go. Oh, come on. Oh, it's just one. Deathbed. I can't entirely put together what happened from these details we've been given. I feel like this hasn't happened before, that I've been this unsure about what exactly the corresponding real-life situation was. Clearly somebody's funeral was involved. Clearly some kind of concern over somebody killed was involved, but I ran away before I saw their faces. I suppose... I guess Russell maybe did know somebody else who killed people? I suppose so. I wonder what would happen if we rested, but with different people in our party, what they would say about this place. Let's go find out. Okay. I see you guys are almost forming a watch around me. I appreciate that. Wow, I've never been anywhere like this before. I had no idea where Dragon's Peak was either. I love how many unknown places I get to go with you, Russell. So exciting. And you know so much for having just moved here. Did you secretly do advanced research? Kind of? This area teems with an exotic feel. I never knew of such a place. Come to think of it, I read a book about a land in the east. It showed pictures similar to this. I'll lend it to you if you've any interest. Just be sure not to dirty it. Honestly, that bloody knife. Where did you find it? Such a dangerous world these days. It feels rather eerie. What say you discard it in the river? Just looking at it gives me a chill around my neck. I wonder why. Huh. We ready for whatever's up ahead? Sure we are. One knife, one of him, one of you. Plenty of the red that stained the knife. Happily ever after. Oh boy. Well, that must be the scroll. I'm surprised there are only 2 barriers between us and the scroll, though. I wonder what those kanji surrounding it say. I haven't yet begun studying Japanese at the time I recorded this, so I can't really say. Is this the dragon scroll I've heard so much about? Yet, there isn't any dragon depicted on it anywhere. I feel as if I've been deceived. Well, that's because the dragon has gotten off of it and is running amok. Come now, dragon. Show us if you're there, won't you? Why, just the tail will do. Oh! I called for it and it came. What a faithful one. There, good dragon. As a symbol of our closeness, let me pat your... Oh, now this isn't good. Careful, it's coming. Why, you're quite large up close. Impressive that you could fit in a scroll that size. Doesn't seem likely to run. Very well then, let us do this. What did you expect to happen? They told you there's a dragon running amok, and then you decide that you're just gonna pat it. Of course this is gonna happen. Fortunately, I expect that ice will be effective against it. what are we gonna do? We're gonna use Rosary. I know it's supposedly small damage, but I think that it's been pretty effective so far. Maybe I shouldn't have brought her along. Maybe Cody's fire magic won't be very helpful. Ah, well. Yeah, it's pretty helpful. In fact, it's stronger than Glacier. Oh, it's an ice-type enemy, surprisingly enough. Well, that's very surprising. I guess I might as well cast a, make us all a little bit stronger against it. Dogma. You can probably get away with attacking it for one more turn before you start healing us. Flame. Flame. Are the elderly sad? At times that eats even into the hearts of healthy youths. Youth is sad, age is sad. As long as they live, everyone is sad. Indeed, as long as they live. After I killed someone, I was often given shelter in a medicine store in a back alley. The doctor there had come from the east, and not many people visited. He always talked about grandfather, so I got to know a lot about this grandfather I'd never seen and his home country. Oh, he actually did know an old Japanese man, and that's how he learned so much about Japan. Interesting. Why did this doctor defend you after you'd killed people, though? Was he aware of what you had done? I don't know. Yeah, heal everyone. I think it might be a good precaution. The aged one, huh? This is a much more typical kind of monster than most of those we've encountered. The eyes, of course, are odd, and the fact that it's coming out of a scroll is strange, but at heart, it is just a dragon. A dragon symbolic of something. I'm not entirely sure what for once. I don't think we need to heal this turn either. Aged one, huh? It almost feels like a shame. I'm sure this is a venerable old dragon. We shouldn't be hurting it like this. One day, the doctor told me, "I want you to kill me." So I took a knife from the kitchen and killed him. He and I were both killers. That must be why he gave me shelter. He must have wanted me to kill him someday. Oh, I actually figured out exactly what was going on. There was an old Asian man who was also a serial killer, and Russell befriended him and learned about Japan from him. Because although I just said he was an old Asian man, he was specifically an old Japanese man. Okay, now it's time to do the all heal. What are we gonna do? We'll use flame, since I'm pretty sure that all flame is not any more powerful. It just affects every enemy instead of just one of them. It's kind of strange, his relationship with this old man. It's almost like yeah, it's probably worth using one of our getting our MP back with one of these. What are they called? No, this is the remedy for feigning. What restores MP? Oh, the OK capsules. We only have one left. We should stock up on a few of those. Cantera just keeps attacking. Dogma, you can probably go without healing for one round, so we do use the Rosary and more flame. Anyway, it's a strange relationship Russell had with that old killer. It's almost like a mentor kind of relationship, or the relationship between a patron and the... What's the name of the person who's with the patron? I don't quite remember. But a sort of patronage. And at the same time, though, it's weird, because it's like there's some kind of honor among serial killers, then. At least among these two. At least among this one. Phew. It seems we bested it. That's all well and good, but the scroll also vanished. We must apologize to the owner. Oh, the candles are out. Can we look at the wall? Huh. Do you suppose, then... Oh, so Cantera is the killer. That the old Japanese man that Russell killed. I guess so. I don't really think it's necessary for us to go use that warp zone. This is a very small dungeon. Hey, Eastern dragons don't usually have wings, right? So then, how exactly do they fly? Such huge bodies. Maybe they have invisible wings I just can't see. I'm curious. I've never put any thought to that before at all. Maybe they dance on beams of light reflected from the surface. It appears dragons are considered akin to gods in the East. Very intriguing. Alas, I can only see them as snakes capable of flight. Understanding other cultures is difficult. It's very open-minded of you, Dogma, for someone who's so steeped in... dogma. Ah, the dragon skull was superb, though we ended up destroying it. With such size as that, no doubt it was a veritable artifact. I suppose we must compensate, but if so, I wonder, would my savings suffice? It is a shame we had to destroy that work of art. Maybe it was a hokusai original. Except it couldn't be, because it's just not real. I mean, maybe it's our memory of a hokusai original. With this, the issue is settled. Happily ever after, ah ha ha ha. Happily ever after, ah ha ha ha. It's a good thing I rested there where I could. I wouldn't have been able to get back otherwise. Is it because Cantera was the killer and that's why he has the horns like a devil? I bet it is. Ah, how'd it go? Did you see the dragon scroll? Eh? You destroyed the scroll? No way. Well, but if it's made the warehouse safe, I suppose that's good enough. Honestly, I was thinking I might have to destroy the whole warehouse. So you really saved me. Thank you. Here. Take this if you want. As thanks for today. Oh, yeah, thank you. Why, I hadn't expected thanking. I was certain he'd be furious. Ah, well, I'll gladly accept anything that's given to me. Very good. Now then, I should be heading home. Russell, today was fun. Let us wander about together again. So long. And then there were none. I thought this place was dangerous to visit alone, though. Doesn't seem to be anything terribly dangerous here.